Hey guys, so I'm in chapter 12 and I'm going to be working on problem 12-11A. So I've got most of it done. I've got three parts that I haven't gotten right yet, but maybe you guys will be able to help me out with that. And I'll go ahead and explain the parts that I was able to get. So we start with some information about Windhorse Company or Corporation, all up here. And then we come down and it wants us to prepare a statement of cash flows for the year ended in December 31st, 2017. So obviously we're going to go ahead and put that part in. And then we're going to start with cash flows from operating activities, and then net income, which it tells us your net income, which is $50,801. And then we've got adjustments to reconcile net income to net cash provided by operating activities. And then we go down and list all of those out. So we have the depreciation expense, which it tells us that exact number up here, $57,666. After that, we're going to move on to increase in accounts payable. So how you calculate that is you just come up here to accounts payable and you look at the difference from 2016 to 2017. So we can see that it's increasing. So that's why we choose increase in accounts payable. And then you just do the math. You subtract 49,428 from 61,414, and we end up getting this number right here. So we're going to move down to the accounts receivable, and we come all the way up to the top, and we can see that accounts receivable decreased from 2016 to 2017. So you just figure out the difference there, and since it decreased $10,984, we record that. And then we move on to decrease in prepaid expenses, which is the same thing there, just do the math. And then loss on disposal of plant assets, and where we get that from is we come up to number 5 right here, and we can see that the equipment that they sold had a book value of $13,730, but they only sold it for $10,984, so that comes up to a loss of $2,746. So we're just going to record that, and then we're going to add all of this up, make sure that you're subtracting the increase in inventory and not adding it. We're going to come up with $78,261, and then we're going to add that number to net income, and we're going to get net cash provided by operating activities, which should come out to $129,062. So this is where you guys are going to see the couple or the few that I got wrong and haven't been able to figure out. I'll just skip over those for now, and then I'll tell you guys where I'm kind of struggling, and maybe you guys can leave some comments for me as well. Sorry that I wasn't able to figure it out. I spent the last hour reading through the book trying to figure it out for you guys, but no luck. So after operating, we're going to move down onto cash flows from investing activities. We are going to record the sale of land. We'll come up with that number later, hopefully. And then we're going to record the purchase of equipment, which is going to be a negative because we're spending cash. And that number is just going to be the value that you purchase the cash for. And then sale of equipment, which will be back up to number 5, the cash value that you sold the equipment for, which we talked about earlier. And then for net cash used by investing activities, you're going to sum all this up. But obviously I got it wrong because I don't have the sale of land number quite right yet. But yeah, that's simple. You're going to add these three together, and you're going to come up with the right number here. hopefully. And then we're going to move down to cash flows from financing activities. And we know we're going to be recording payment of cash dividends, which in my mind it says cash dividends of $16,476 were paid. So I recorded that, but it doesn't look like they like that answer, so maybe you guys can tell me where I'm going wrong here. But yeah, moving on. So for these three right here, I started with cash at beginning of period and cash at end of period, and it made the net increase in cash a little easier to find out for me. So we're just going to look up here at the top, the cash account, and we can see this number is going to be the cash at the beginning of the period. So we're going to take $61,785 and just record that right here. And then 2017, we're going to take that $93,364 and record that as cash at end of period. And then the net increase in cash is just the difference between these two numbers. Yeah. And then right here, we're just going to record the non-cash investing and financing activities. That's going to go after the end. If you're doing link to text, it took me a few seconds to figure this out, so I want to show you guys. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, I didn't even see this section here when I went through the first time, so I was kind of confused. I didn't know what went in those last two spots. But yeah, so that goes after all these other sections because it's just not included in an net increase in cash because it's non-cash activities. But yeah, we're going to record our acquired land by issuance of common stock because yeah, there wasn't any cash involved in that transaction. So yeah, there's that for you guys. Yeah, if you guys want to comment and let me know what I'm doing wrong here, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, I tried a couple things for this sale of land part. So it says that they sold the land for cash at book value, and I was assuming that book value was going to be this number, the 199,085. So I put that in the first time and I got it wrong. So then I was looking at the text, and they record their, where is it at? Okay, so they record their sale of land as $25,000. The only number I could come up with that matched that was that decrease from 2016 to 2017. But since we increased from 2016 to 2017, it didn't make a lot of sense to put a negative number in there. So I came up with this 41,000 number by adding the fair value of land that they purchased to 194 and then subtracting 207. That made sense to me, but I guess that wasn't the right answer. But yeah, thanks for hearing me out. Good luck with your guys' homework and finishing up your tests. It's been great working with you guys this semester. Yeah, thanks.